Darina Nikolava Yotota. I definitely butchered that name, but aka Dara, won the 17th Eurovision Song Contest. Nobody really expected this. With countries like Finland, Greece, and Australia set to win, Bulgaria seemed to have come out of nowhere. With an astonishing 516 points, she won. But who is she? And will we care in a year's time when Eurovision 2027 comes around? Hello and welcome to my channel. This is one of my first videos. I'm trying out this whole YouTube thing because I've always liked content creating. So I'm finally giving it a go. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe. No pressure though, not at all. Let's get into the video. So, I think it's no over-exaggeration to say we were all sitting on the edge of our seats when Israel somehow got 343 points. And when the split screen came up, we were all hoping and praying that this random girl from Bulgaria, who many of us didn't even know existed last week, would win. And she did. So who is Dara? Dara is a Bulgarian singer who first rose to fame after being in the finals of the Bulgaria version of X Factor in 2016. Since then, she's released a number of singles and an album that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It's some Bulgarian name. I am not Bulgarian. I'm not going to pronounce it. She's also taken part in the Bulgarian edition of Dancing with the Stars, coming second. So no wonder she's so good at dancing. In early 2026, Dara participated in the Bulgarian national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest. After winning the show, she was selected to represent Bulgaria at the contest in Vienna. She was never really one of the bookies' favourites until after the second semi-final. She actually got the most points in that semi, so that boosted her to the third favourite in the odds. But still, nobody expected her to win. But why? In the 21 years Bulgaria has taken part in Eurovision, they'd never actually won it until this year. They'd taken a few years off, but came back with a bang. Or shall I say, a bangaranga. Okay, that was a terrible joke. But nobody really had high hopes for Bulgaria this year. People were more interested in Finland, who were the favourite in the odds. Or viewers were more concerned about Israel's participation and the chance that they could win, which they're actually close to doing. Bulgaria luckily won this year, but how? Taking a look at Dara's performance, you can obviously see it's a lot better than others. United Kingdom. From the dancing to the staging is obviously something that sticks in the mind of viewers. Some of the comments on YouTube say it looks like a music video rather than a live performance. Every move, note, look is so perfected. They were 12th in the running order, which didn't really impact them. I know some places in the running order have their pros and cons to them, but I'm not going to get into that. There's a lot of positives to Dara's song performance, but of course every great thing has its critics. A lot of Instagram comments I saw described it as an NPC TikTok song. If the song was sung in Bulgarian or any other language, would they have said the same thing? Probably not. Of course the song has a dance beat to it, which could make it have the potential to do well on TikTok, but that's not the only reason it won. Its catchiness also helps. The word bangaranga is stuck in my head. Also, what does that even mean? At the beginning of May, Dara posted "What is bangaranga" on her Instagram. She says, "It's the moment you choose love over fear. It is a higher self stepping forward, stronger than anxiety, doubt, shame, and inner chaos." She also said it's inspired by the kukri, ancient Bulgarian ritual performers who scare away evil. That's all very interesting. I don't think an NPC TikTok song would put this much thought into a song. Dara obviously put thought into what she wanted the song's message to be. For this reason alone, she deserves the win that she got. So, when Bulgaria hosts Eurovision next year, will we even remember Dara's name? Will we be struggling to even remember what the song was? I personally don't think so. The next few weeks will be telling though. Of course, none of us can predict how she will handle this new level of fame. Winning one of the biggest song contests in the world definitely tests how well you can really do in the music business. Let's look at the past 5 winners of Eurovision before this year. Okay, so let's start with JJ. I honestly haven't heard much about JJ in the past year. I kind of forgot about him, even though I love the song. I only looked him up online last night to see he recently released an EP. I gave it a listen and it's actually good. Nothing groundbreaking in my opinion, but he has potential. On the other hand though, JJ's song was one of the worst ranking songs on Spotify charts and Apple Music charts in the past few years of Eurovision winners. He was always one of the favourites to win in 2025, but he wasn't loved by the whole community. I remember more about the Beauty Blenders live streams than his song, which isn't a bad thing, but I think his song should be more memorable than an internet meme. In 2024, Nemo won. They sang a song called The Code, which had a bit of an opera vibe to it, like JJ's. It was about breaking gender norms and embracing a non-binary identity. It's honestly really groundbreaking to see a song about these teams win a competition that is viewed by so many countries in the world. A few people were, of course, upset about these teams calling the song too woke for their liking. This opinion was only made worse when Nemo performed the following year in Eurovision, wearing an orange wig and black glittery jumpsuit. I honestly didn't mind the outfit, didn't mind the wig. It got the song's message across, but from YouTube comments and what angry fathers had to say on Facebook, some people didn't like it. Since that performance though, I haven't heard much from Nemo. They released an album in 2025, which I haven't listened to. There's nothing making me want to listen to it though, so I probably won't. In my opinion, Nemo has the least success since Eurovision out of all the winners from the past 5 years. In 2023, Lorraine won. And what can I really say? Lorraine is Lorraine. She's a Eurovision icon, a well-known household name to Eurovision fans. She's just incredible. She's one of the most successful people after winning Eurovision. I haven't heard much about her since 2023, but she released her third studio album last year. I haven't listened to it, but I'm guessing it's good. She holds the record for being the first woman to win Eurovision twice and first bisexual person to win Eurovision twice. She's the most successful of the last 5 winners, in my opinion, and in everybody's opinion. In 2022, Ukraine won with Kalush Orchestra. Say what you want, but I think they would have won the competition anyway, even if Russia had invaded their country. The song's message, performance, and music video were all incredible. Of course, there is a political message underneath the song, but that is expected due to what was happening and still happening in their country. Personally, I haven't heard much about them since 2022, but they have released quite a few songs since then. They've mostly been doing charity work though, raising money for Ukraine during the war. In 2021, one of my favourite bands won Eurovision. I'm going to try and not be biased, but it might be a bit hard. Okay, so Måneskin were a band who were in the final of the Italian version of the X Factor and became one of the biggest bands in Italy. After Eurovision, they only got more popular. They released an album since their win, but have been on hiatus since then. They also had a song in the Elvis biopic movie, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. They're number 20 on Spotify charts for a while, but have dropped since their inactivity. After Lorraine, though, I'd say they are one of the most successful bands from Eurovision. There are rumours they will be reuniting next year, so let's hope so. Eurovision really boosted Måneskin's fame, like the other past 5 winners of Eurovision. Unlike JJ and Nemo, they weren't as forgettable, so I do really hope Dara will go down the same route as the likes of Lorraine or Måneskin. She has the potential to do so. She has a great voice, incredible dancer, and amazing breath control. It's very hard to sing and dance like that. The next few months will really show if Dara has the potential to reach the level of fame she deserves. I still need to listen to her other music, but I expect if it's good, she'll be going up in the Spotify and Apple charts soon. She's currently not charging on either, but I see that changing. All I can do is hope for the best for her. So, to answer my original question, who is she and will we care in a year? She's one of Bulgaria's biggest pop singers, and after winning Eurovision, this only strengthens that title. And yes, she will be remembered in a year when the next Eurovision comes around. So that was my first video. I feel like I stuttered a bit. I was not speaking properly. My nose is a bit blocked. But I just want to say a massive thank you for watching this video. I don't know how this video will do, but I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment what other kind of videos you'd like to see. I could do more Eurovision content or move on to something else. But all I have left to say is Gurv Mat Agut and Slán Gufall.